Hi guys, welcome to another live stream. Please let me know if you can't hear me, otherwise I will presume that my sound is alright and that you can see me. Yeah, today is the first Sunday of August. I'm doing this live stream the first Sunday every month, 7 p.m. Swedish time. I missed it last month due to being on holiday, so we have 2 months to cover this live stream. We're going to go through the results of June as well as the results of July. Yes, let's see. I think I have the chat connected here, so if you have any questions during the course of this live stream, please let me know. Type your question in the chat and I will get to it. All right, so let's start from June. Last live stream was on June 6th, right? No, sorry, on June 2nd. So let's look at the results from that date until today. Hi Carl, you are brown, that's true. Been in the sun quite a lot. And the volume is low. All right, let me turn that up a bit. Should be better now, perhaps even a little bit more like that. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay, June. Let's see what happened in June. We had a total gain in June of 6,731 euros using all 29 algos with minimum position sizing. We achieved that after a small win in May, and prior to May was April, which we made quite heavy losses. Let me pull up the equity charts so you can follow exactly how the results have been for the last couple of months. You can see this yourself on prorealalgos.com/results. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, so we had a quite terrible April. It was our record holding month for being the worst month ever. And ever meaning since the start of Pro Real Algos in November 2019. That was followed by a small win of June, and a small win in the month of May, and June had a terrific win with a gain of 6,700 and let me give you the exact number here. 6,731 euros. With that gain in June, we actually made an all-time high here. Let me zoom in a bit. Here you can see the all-time high. So the month you see in the tooltip window here is the results of at the first trading day of that month. So as you can see here, it says July 24th, meaning that the gain you see here between these 2 points are representing the month June. So now we're here, August 24th, August 2024, with a total gain of 44,208 euros. That is with the position sizes you can see here. So this results page will allow you to set your initial equity as well as your max drawdown, and it will generate position sizes, and the chart will show you how the results would have been using the generated position sizes. So the gain of 6,731 euros in June was achieved with these position sizes that you can see further down on the page in this column here. So what happened in July? Well, in July we made a loss of 399 euros. We actually had a quite good start of July with some big gains in the first trading days of July, but unfortunately we had quite big losses by the end of the month, and the total results of July was minus 399 euros. So in comparison to the June gain, it's not that big. We are very close to all-time high still. We had a few losses in the first trading days of August, but we have most of the month remaining, and a lot of things can happen. So let's see what happens in August. Historically, August have been pretty good month. We have had 3 winning Augusts and only 1 losing August since we started Pro Real Algos back in 2019. Then we have September. September have historically been quite a bad month. You shouldn't really act on this statistics as it doesn't really have any big historical statistical relevance, since we are only talking about a data sample of a few years. You could, let's say in 10, maybe 15 years, if this pattern would keep occurring, that September was a bad month, then that's something you could act on. But at this point, with only 4 years of data sample, a few losing months in a couple of years doesn't really matter anything. So please don't act on that. But it can be fun to see which months have actually performed best. I think it's November, and second best month is February. The best year was I think the first full year of 2020 was the best year. You can see, if you look closely at these numbers here, you can see that they are increasing for every year. In the first year, the gains are somewhere between like minus 988 euros up to 1,854 euros. In the later years, in the later months, you can see that we have gains of 4,328 euros and losses as big as minus 3,443 euros. The reason for that is that we're running more algos. We're running a order of magnitude more position sizing on these algos. So back in 2019, we had 5 algos running on 5 contracts. Now we have 29 algos approximately running on 29 contracts, meaning that you are approximately running the algos with 5 times more risk in 2024 than we did in 2019. Okay. What else? I can show you the individual results of all algos of July. The winning algos in June was the US Tech 100 algos. What we have seen in July is that the same algos that were the big winners of June are the losing algos in July. So without the US 100 algos in July, the actual results would have been a total gain of 2,808 euros compared to what I actually got, which was a loss of 399 euros. So without the US 100 algos, we would have made a lot of money. So it's only natural that you will see small setbacks in individual algos after a period of overperformance, and it's the same thing vice versa. Whenever we have a period of underperformance in individual algos, those algos tend to sooner or later overachieve the other algos, overachieve the index, and overachieve their own mean trend line. So the best algos of July was CATS SP500 M10. The second best algo, actually I can bring that up. The second best algo is the PATF Dow M15. The third best algo was CATS DAX M10. Fourth best was CATS SP500 M10. And the fifth best was the CATS DAX M3. All right. Any other questions? I know Herman got some questions. Are there any new algos under development? Not currently. We have, I think, 6 or 7 algos in test currently, meaning that we have developed algos that we have not released, algos that will be released whenever the test period has finished, which is usually a period of 6 to 9 months. And for us to release these algos, they would have to also replace an existing algo. We aim to not have 29 algos as we have today. 29 algos is quite a lot to manage, both license-wise, file-wise, monitoring-wise, and we would really like to limit the number of algos we are running to something somewhere around 25 to 20 algos. So we would have to replace an algo for us to release a new algo. We would have to delete an algo in order to add any of these new algos. But they have a couple of months left in test, and in the later parts of 2024 we will start developing new algos, start looking at new strategies. A key thing to long-term success in algo development is to continue developing algos. You can, with 100% certainty, say that every algo you have will sooner or later stop working, and the period of that could be working for 1 year, it could be working for 3 years, it could be working for 10 years, but sooner or later the edge that your algo is using will disappear. It might come back, but you have to expect that your algo will stop working at some point. So the key to prevent your algo portfolio from losing money is to continue developing algos and to continue finding new edges. So that will happen in the later parts of 2024. Not sure really what those algos will be trading, if it's going to be commodities, if it's going to be indexes or currency. We will see. Russell 2000, yep, I think we did try to develop an algo for Russell 2000 a couple of years ago. By then, I think the biggest problem of that index was that the spread was significantly higher than any of the bigger indexes, the major indexes. Not sure how that spread looks like today. I could perhaps pull that up. IG spreads, Russell. IG. Let's see. Russell. Okay, so the spread from 11 p.m. until 1. Okay, so the spread is 0.3, 0.3. Let me see what the Russell index is at. Okay, so yeah, it's a bit higher compared to some of the other indexes. The spread compared to the index level is, let's see, 0.3 divided by 2,109. It's at 0.14%. Let's compare that to the SP 500. The spread for that is 0.6, I believe. 0.6 divided by 5,346. Okay, so it's not that big difference. Russell 2000 has a spread compared to the index level at 0.14%. SP 500 has 0.11%, so it's actually not that far away. So it might be that the spread has gone down on that index, and it could be interesting to trade it. For you who don't know what the Russell 2000 index is, it's a small cap index containing the 2000 stocks. It's notoriously volatile, and I don't think it has performed as well as the Nasdaq in the later parts of this year. Yeah, it's lagging behind a bit, but it could be interesting, definitely. And the spreads I just mentioned are the spreads that IG claims they have. Please note that the spreads that they state on their website are often not really accurate. The spreads are often a bit higher. Yeah, what else? What else? Any other questions? If not, I'm going to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about the Capital Climbing Club. I know that some of you have just signed up for it. I'm pretty happy to say that we are admitting a second round of users in October. So the Capital Climbing Club, which you can find on our website, you can just click on this box here, or you can go to AlgoTrader and click on the called Capital Climbing Club here. This club is a club for the users of our algos, and more specifically, it's a club for the active users of our algos. What I've done is I'm bringing together a group of traders that are actively using our algos and that are looking to be more active in their algo trading, and that wants to participate in a program where they are having a continuous contact with me. They are receiving tips and tricks on when to start and when to stop an algo, and they are receiving more detailed information about our algos and things like that. The club is dedicated to running. The participants of this club are dedicated to running our algos, all 29 algos, and to either pay for the algos with a profit sharing program, meaning that you're only paying if the algos make you money, or they can pay for the algos up front. And the overall goal and vision and mission of this club is to significantly grow the net worth of all its members. So the club got a dedicated Discord channel. You can see it in our Discord, and you can just ask to be let into that Discord whenever you are admitted. There are a few questions. It's an admittance process. It's an interview before you are getting approved to the club. The reason for that is that you really need to anticipate and know and be prepared to be more active in your algo trading. So that's the short description of that. And we have made our first quarter of this club in the Q2 of 2024. We started on April 1st. We are now in the Q3, which is the second quarter since we started this club. And on October 1st, in the last quarter of 2024, we are admitting 10 new traders. We are currently in it's currently a queue, so you might not get accepted at this round. We will start a third round on April 1st in 2025 as well. So we are looking to admit new users to the club twice per year. So please sign up for that. Go to prorealalgos.com/Capital Climb Club, and you will find all the information you need there. Please, if you have any questions, just send me an email at info@prorealalgos.com. Spread on AEX is also low. I have never ever traded AEX. AEX stands for Amsterdam Exchange, I think. Yeah, so that's the major Dutch index, but I don't really know how to trade that index. I've never even looked at it, I think. If you say so, Herman, perhaps we should look at that as well. I can't really find any information on the average spread on AEX in IG, but might be that it's very, very low. Okay, minimum spread is 0.1, max spread is 0.5. Yeah, sounds good. That could be tradable. Again, it's very important that the instruments that you use, whether it's on a CFD account at IG or if it's somewhere else, that the spreads you use, the instruments that you use are very low. It's very common to tend to underestimate the spreads. The spreads are can be quite troublesome, definitely, especially in periods of high volatility. So please be aware of that. And also the spreads heavily differ between time of day. So whenever you build an algo, you really need to be clear on when your algo should be trading. Preferably you would trade your algos in the trading hours where the spread is low, but you might find an edge outside of those hours, but then you would have to understand that the spreads will be significantly higher. Not only like twice the spread, it can be like 8 times the spread compared to the usual trading hours. So please be aware of that. AEX is IT driven. All right, yeah, that's could be interesting. Maybe if one could compare that to maybe Nasdaq 100, might be same kind of chart. AEX seems to be at an all-time high, yeah. And yeah, it doesn't really look like Nasdaq, but you really see a strong movement since by the third quarter of 2023. Might be that it follows like the big Silicon Valley tech stuff as well. Okay, anything else? I think we can perhaps stop early today. I know some of our users are at the vacation still. We have the next live stream on September 1st, Sunday, September 1st. Hopefully we will be more people then. If you have any questions, anything you want me to take up, to talk about, to look at for the next live stream, please let me know. I will prepare for that. If nothing else, I think we will stop for today. Thank you guys for being here, and yeah, let's see if we have any questions on X. No questions on X either. All right, so I guess that's that then. Thank you guys for listening, and see you again on September 1st at 7 p.m. Swedish time.